Welcome, everybody, to the most up-and-coming podcast on the Western Hemisphere. Pete, Brian, Eddie, Gary. We are the gentlemen.
This is a podcast.
Before we start, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, subscribe everywhere you could, share the videos. I know we got people out there that watch us. We need you to share the wealth. Get the word out there about the gentlemen. Gentlemen love Memorial Day. That's the Memorial Day topic to talk about the gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
We got this episode. We got a lot of stuff coming up, so let's get it started.
Hey, guys, listen. Anyone who shares the video is going to get a shout-out by one of us on the next episode.
There you go.
Also,
this is breaking news here. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers on either Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, we'll be doing a giveaway. I'll give away something signed, a piece of memorabilia, maybe from a UFC fighter, WWE. We'll figure something out. So 1,000 subscribers.
Well, are any of us four eligible for that?
No.
Oh, all right. Just had to make sure. I had to make sure.
Damn it.
All right.
So let's get the fun started. Sports slowly coming back. News broke in the last 24 hours that the NBA June 1st will start the proposal of the league re-amping. The first week or two of June, they're going to have player workouts, then team mini camps. What are you doing, Eddie?
No, my back, man. My back.
So when are they expecting the season to actually begin, to restart, to play games?
The first or second week of July.
Okay.
So they're going to start the mini camp, and they're gonna start the play camp and mini camp in June, and then ramp it up in July, and then go through Labor Day. So the players sound like they know what's happening because they're all talking about like the hub situation and stuff like that, but they don't want to come out and flat out say it until everything's done and they have a place. But that's the first sport that looks like it's coming back. I mean, we're still waiting on baseball. But now one of the questions is if they're going to bring all the teams back. Like teams like the Warriors, and no offense, Eddie, the Knicks, and like my Bulls, there's no reason for them, but we're going to see if they all come back.
Why wouldn't they come back? Are they just going to go straight into the playoffs? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they wouldn't go into I don't think they would go into the playoffs because they need some games to start. But why would you bring these teams back if it's going to be a limited schedule? They're going to come back for like a week and a half only to play. Like it risks the chance of maybe like one of those guys on a bad team, maybe they catch corona. Like, why would you put that risk out there?
Eddie, what do you think about that, Eddie?
I think I agree with the whole idea to begin with. There's no need for the bottom tier teams to even bother about playing basketball.
What do you think about Eddie, a play-in tournament they want to do?
As far as what, like the entire league itself?
The last two seeds. Like a little March Madness tournament.
Oh.
Not a bad idea.
Well, now by last two seeds, you mean by 7th or 8th, or like the bottom?
No, 7th and 8th. So
7th and 8th?
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
It's not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind seeing the Nets get nicked out of a playoff spot myself.
Are you insinuating that you want to see the Knicks kick the Nets out of the playoffs?
I'm just saying, man. Bragging rights. Bragging rights with anything. It's good for business. Man.
I've been saying it since we started the podcast. I'm in for weird stuff. That's something weird that can happen. So I'm in for all that.
At this point, I'll take anything.
Listen,
I'll watch the referees playing against each other.
Listen, I'm down, Brian. Your boy Spider Mitchell coming back. Friend of Brian. Donovan Spider Mitchell. Friend of Brian. Personal friend of Brian, actually.
Personal friend. You never told me this, Brian.
Because it's not true.
Oh.
I wish. We go way back. I wish. I just buy his sneakers, but I am a fan of his.
So
future Nick, by the way. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
All right.
We'll see. But that's coming up. So that's a positive step in the right direction right there. I think we're gonna get basketball back soon. MLB. The players at this point.
This is great to look forward to, though, man. All jokes aside.
Yeah, it really is, and it's gonna be like sports. Besides us baseball fans, sports really doesn't have anything really going besides baseball. We're gonna have basketball, baseball, all ramped up in the summertime. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a pretty good summer, hopefully.
Yeah.
You're saying the target date for it to like really start for the meaningful games, so to say, would be what, July? First week of July?
Yes, first and second week of July.
Right.
To get like 5 games in, to get the players to get their legs, and then go right into the playoffs. But I think since there's no traveling, the playoffs will be quicker. It'll be like every other day instead of travel days. Mm-hmm. They'll all be in the same area. So
Now we talking Vegas or Florida?
Those are the two favorites right now.
All right. Personally, I feel maybe towards Florida though.
Yeah, I think that's safer.
Being that's where WWE is, UFC, everything's going in Florida.
Everything's going on in Florida, and they know what they're doing there. You know.
Apparently, I mean, things are going pretty smoothly. You know.
Well, technically, Florida nowadays is basically New York City Junior down there, anyways, man. Lord knows we all move from up here down there, anyways.
Yeah.
Eddie, real quick, I don't want to digress. Can we talk about the shirt behind you?
What shirt?
I mean,
how did this get here, man? Oh.
Is there something you want to say right now, Eddie?
Nothing. No.
Listen, Eddie. Listen, it's a slow sports day. You want to get something off your chest? Go for it.
Absolutely not, man. I just.
Do you hate animals? Is that what you're saying right now?
Absolutely not. I'm an animal lover, man. What's wrong with you?
Peter.
That shirt.
Oh, listen, we don't need Peter over here for this podcast, man.
Actually, since we're on the subject of wrestling, my heart goes out to Shad Gaspard, his family. Wrestling community lost a great guy, a really, really great guy this past week. He drowned, unfortunately. The rescuers, they found them, and he instructed them to go save his son before him, and unfortunately he didn't make it.
That's the most heartbreaking part. I mean, it's terrible he died, but the fact, and that shows what kind of human he was, that go save his son over him. It's really it's just it really is sad, you know.
It's just really unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Especially the times that we're going through right now, and the amount of people dying from the COVID-19 itself, man.
Did you guys see what JTG posted? I
did not.
He posted. It was a couple of months ago that Chad texted him saying, "If I went on his Instagram after all this, and he said that if I die tomorrow, just remember I love you, bro." And then a couple months later, he passed away. So it's really crazy.
Yeah, my heart goes out to his family. I feel horrible.
For sure, man.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a very important phone call. Catch me up to speed here. What did I miss?
We talked about the NBA. We just talked about Shad Gaspard dying. I want to talk about a little something more uplifting. A little sports this weekend. The big golf match. Tiger Woods and Tom Brady against Phil Mickelson and Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning?
Yeah, the four of them.
This?
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. I thought it was just the two of them.
It's a 2-on-2.
I thought it was just singles.
No, it's a 2-on-2, man.
Where?
I got to change my prediction for this one now, man.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be in Florida, where everything else has been, and it's gonna be on TNT Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited.
I might have to actually watch that.
It's all right. I'll be DVRing it if anything, man.
First of all, you get Tiger Woods on a golf course, I'm watching. You and Phil Mickelson. I got a special place for Phil Mickelson, my dad's all-time favorite golfer, so that's gonna be good too. But you got
your dad really liked the lefty?
Yeah, favorite golfer, Phil Mickelson.
I would like to get into golf. It's just so hard.
It is, but when it is hard. But on the last day, listen, I watched it. I've watched golf on the last day when the tournament's close. It is exciting to watch. So, and then you're gonna have two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time competing against each other. Count me in.
I never thought I'd see the day where I start watching golf, but that's what quarantine does to you.
Yeah, exactly what it does to you, bro.
Listen, if anything, maybe this quarantine will turn negative into a positive. Maybe we'll start getting into different sports, broadening our horizons and stuff.
No way you'll catch me watching bowling anytime soon, man. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Hey,
bowling is exciting.
Bowling is exciting. And cornhole.
Hey, some of us.
The cornhole championship was just done the other day.
This guy, Brian.
I'm going to continue watching it even after quarantine.
He's trying to get sponsored by the Cornhole Association.
Yeah, he really is.
Sponsored by Manscaped. What was it? Not Jimmy John's. Jacksonville or Johnsonville Sausage.
Listen, guys, if you see on the Instagram page cornhole stats and highlights being posted, you'll know who's been posting them. I'm just saying. Eddie, I'm going to pretend you didn't say anything bad about bowling. You have some bowling champions in this podcast right here.
I'm sorry, man, but you're not going to.
Me and Gary.
Congratulations.
I was on a team as well, actually.
When we were 13 years old, we won that league, man.
Yep, we did. So
So hold on. Why didn't you guys join the bowling team back in high school, there, man?
Play with Richard Benson.
Did you want us to get beat up daily, or did you want us to be cool?
Oh, stop it, man.
Listen,
Stop it.
You could talk all the trash you want, but Richard Benson was getting interviews with people at the bowling alley and everything. Guy was like a movie star there.
I'll come out and say it. He was ahead of his time. He
Yeah,
really
There
was.
you go, man.
he was Richie B. Anytime you want to
Sports.
call it.
Richie B, baby. Richie B.
He was podcasting before podcasts were invented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Richie
sure.
B, the goatee.
The goatee.
Oh,
Richie
so
B, the
hold on,
goatee.
hold on. Where would they go practice at, though?
Maple Lanes.
People Lanes, rest in peace.
Maple Lanes. What? You sure it wasn't Cozy Bowl?
No, it was Maple Lanes.
Eddie,
Maple Lanes.
what you watch past 12 o'clock, don't talk about here.
No. I said, never mind, man. Never mind.
Right, you have some UFC stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, back to real sports for a second. I mean,
Actually,
no
yeah,
disrespect to bowling.
Pete
but,
wanted to talk about it.
I did want to talk about this. There's been a couple of pretty good fight announcements recently. The first one that comes to mind is our boy Sugar Sean O'Malley was just announced to fight Eddie Wineland at UFC 250.
That's going to be a sick fight.
And right off the bat, you know, I think they're feeding Eddie Wineland to the wolves here. I mean, he's crafty veteran, but Sean O'Malley's just unstoppable right now. So
An animal. He's an animal, man.
this is going to be a really good fight. And I love watching Sean O'Malley fight. Kid has a lot of potential.
After we talked about the UFC 250 card, there's been some fights announced for it. So it's starting to shape out better and better.
Well, yeah, we knew it wasn't finished yet, but what they had so far I wasn't impressed by. But adding Sean O'Malley definitely makes the card better. Mm-hmm. And another fight they announced recently too, Tyrone Woodley. This is not for 250, but this is for the fight night, I think, on May 30th.
Yeah, the week before.
The week before?
Next week?
May 30th is next Saturday actually. He's fighting Gilbert Burns. So
they've been talking back and forth
great
on
fight.
Twitter. So that's gonna be a good fight. You know, I'm not a big Woodley guy. I think he's got a big mouth, but not in a good way. I think he's just a crybaby. But
what do you think about those two fights, Bri?
I'm excited for it. I'm not a big fan of Woodley. I used to be, and then I don't know. I also think he can be boring, but it's what he does outside the ring. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm just not a big fan of his for some things he says. And Gilbert Burns is very, very good. A little underrated. I think he might actually win. Sugar Sean, I mean, it's the Sugar Sean show for a reason. I'm excited for that as well, but we'll see.
Well, is it safe to say that Woodley's best days are behind him?
Way behind him, man. Come on.
I mean, he's so inactive.
Yeah.
He's so inactive, and I feel like everyone is just passing him by. And, I think his glory days.
I kind of want him to win this fight just because I want to see him go against, like, the Masvidal, even though he's boys with Masvidal, the Colby Covingtons. I want to see him against those guys one time. I want to see him in Colby fight because Colby, I don't think is going to get Masvidal anytime soon or Usman. So.
Well, in other UFC news, we had two things with Jon Jones. So Francis tweeted Jon. I think it was on May 20th. Yesterday.
Yeah, I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet.
Yeah, so it looks like these guys are picking fights with each other. And I'm all for it. I've been saying Jon Jones should have made the heavyweight jump years ago. The guy is huge. I mean, it just makes sense. He's pretty much cleaned out the light heavyweight division, and he has been for a while. But for him to go into heavyweight division where the big boys play, I'm all for it. I want to see him get his head knocked off. I really, really do. So they had some words, and then Francis tweeted a picture of himself, like getting ready. And he said, "Hello, Johnny, are you still there?" And Jones responded, and he said, "First of all, you can save the rest of your tongue pictures for your other homies." And yes, I'm right here, just waking up from watching that Derek Lewis fight again. You ain't scaring nobody. I saw your heart. You're a big old mouse. I'll expose you. First of all, for him to say that he's just waking up from the Derek Lewis fight, this guy Jon Jones has not had an exciting performance in years. When was the last time you're like, wow, look at that, Jon Jones, this guy is the GOAT? Not in a long time.
I think Jon Jones has a problem where a lot of problems.
He has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I think he has a
You
problem.
can make a core 4 out of that, by the way.
Core
I
4
think-
John Bones problems.
Please. I'm
I
gonna
think
need a
his
core 8
biggest-
or 10 for that.
I think his biggest problem is he doesn't find these guys motivating him in the lightweight heavyweight division. When he fought DC, he was motivated and took it serious. I don't think he takes these guys serious right now.
Gary,
He's very serious, man.
do you think that's the issue, or do you think this is another case of someone's best days being behind them?
No, I think that's the issue. I
I
think
think
that
there's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of mental issues. With
Yeah.
that.
Substance abuse, guys. Substance.
Yeah.
Well,
Besides
that too.
if he
Besides
didn't,
that.
if he was all there in the head, it wouldn't even be close to the. He's got so much potential. That's
I mean,
the problem with him.
He has so much talent.
I think he doesn't. I think he doesn't try. I don't think he took the Dominic Reyes fight serious at all.
And then it's
I don't think
funny
he did
said
either.
that because Francis responded and he said, "I watched some tapes too." And then he tweeted a picture of
Yeah.
Jones. I don't know if you can see it. Jones running away from.
I remember that.
My example of this is Gustafsson. The first Gustafsson fight, he said it. He was partying. This is that. Almost lost. The second one, he washed him. DC. First fight, he really was. Second fight, washed him. So I think if he fought Francis, I think he'll be motivated, and I think heavyweight would be a real interesting place to see him. So I want him and Francis at heavyweight. I think that's a fight, and that's small for Francis. He has no fights lined up right now because of the heavyweight division's a mess. Call out Jon Jones. Go for it.
Hey, man, listen, if this was maybe 2 to 3 years ago, I would say Jon Jones wins this fight easily. He's just a better all-around martial artist than Francis. You know, I'm speaking the entire mixed martial arts game, wrestling, ground game, striking, everything, speed, cardio. But considering I haven't been truly impressed by a Jon Jones performance in quite some time, and arguably, a lot of people say he lost that last fight against Reyes, and we all certainly thought he lost it before the decision was announced. But, I mean, and like Gary said, I don't know if that was a case of him not being motivated for a fight, or maybe his talent levels are going down, or maybe all the substance abuse is catching up to him.
The
But
last
I don't
one was motivation.
It might be motivation, or it might be talent levels going down as he gets older. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I don't know. I see Francis just rushing him and clipping him, and it'll be a similar story again.
No, I think Jones. I would lean towards Jones in that fight. I could very easily see him get caught. I would pick Jones just until he loses. I can't see it. I'm going to pick him, but
Gary, he might have lost a couple times already. Just decisions have gone his way.
I know.
If this fight happens, all Jones needs to do is shoot for a takedown.
Yeah.
And he's not stupid. He knows the deal.
That's another thing. What was our biggest problem growing up watching these guys? The Greg Jackson method of
Taking down, laying on people. We always just
or
get pissed
staying
off.
staying on the outside, staying away from guys. So he'll have a game plan to negate Francis. So
Yeah, but he would have to do that for what? 5 rounds, not get clipped by Francis?
Well, the thing is, what's Francis' gas
with
tank?
gas.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
Well, maybe not. He's leaned up a little bit. I mean, the guy's still massive, but I think since the Stipe fight, he's leaned down a little bit.
we'll see. I would love to see that fight, but I hope that they make that fight.
The betting favorite right now is Francis.
Yeah.
Which is shocking.
If you go by their last couple performances, it's not.
Yeah, but Francis
more
is not
dominant.
on the level of Jon Jones yet. I mean,
But you got to remember, this is at heavyweight.
Yeah.
yeah.
If this is Francis moving down, the odds would be much more in Jones' favor.
True.
And the public's gonna see. Wait a minute. Jon Jones should have lost his last fight. Francis knocked this guy out in 28 seconds. All the money's gonna go on Francis if it's a low line.
Eddie, what's your informal prediction about this fight? You know, I
What
know
is
we're still months away from it, but Eddie, what is your informal prediction?
What does the analytics team say about this fight?
I want percents and
Wait, hold
decimals.
on. Between Francis and Jones?
Yeah, Francis Ngannou and Jon Jones.
Well, I got Francis on this one, man. Number one, I just don't like Jon Jones at all, man. It's just simple as that.
Yeah.
Nah, but all jokes aside, as far as Jon Jones is concerned, he let a lot of distractions really get him out, like get his head out of what really matters in this whole thing, though. I mean, the skill has always been there, guys. I mean, he comes from an athletic family as it is, too. So. It's ridiculous, man. Like, just a lot of fuck-ups, so to say, at this point in his life.
Well, if the deal is signed, this will be one of my most anticipated fights in a long time. So.
Oh, big time. This is, I mean, And like I said, everyone's been wanting Jones at heavyweight for such a long time. And I hope it happens before he retires.
Oh, personally, I'd say maybe at least 2 years now. He should have made way to win.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years too late in my opinion, but
Well, you got to remember he was also suspended and he was out for a while. And blah,
yeah,
blah,
but whose
blah.
fault is that? It's nothing.
No,
but
it's his fault.
Yeah, exactly.
No, of course. Which
And
brings
maybe-
me to my next Jones story.
Oh, that
It
should be.
looks like a new rivalry has been revisited between Chael's son and the American gangster, and Jon, the inmate Jones. So,
Inmate Jones.
The inmate.
so I don't know what sparked this, but Jones tweeted Chael, and he said, "Who is this? Has been with now man boobs, making money off of YouTube, getting hit talking about Jon Jones." I don't know. I don't know what sparked it. Anyways, Chael fired back with a barrage of insults. And if there's one thing you are not going to beat Chael Peace on in that, it's trash talk. I'm just going to read a couple for you guys, make this entertaining. Guy, you're the only fighter in UFC history with more mugshots than Al Capone. With more wrecks than Evel Knievel. With more gunshots than SEAL Team 6.
Oh.
Wow.
You have permanent handcuff creases on your wrists.
Oh.
But this is funny because I haven't read these yet, so this is the first time I'm hearing this.
This is good. The only fighter who gets asked for more pics from police photographers than starstruck fans. But on that rare occasion when a fan does ask you for a picture, do you give them the side view just out of habit? So it continued to continue. I mean, like I said, you're not going to beat Chael in trash talk.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's nothing wrong with man boobs, in my opinion, man.
8th grade
I have
titties.
'em.
Oh,
I'm a big
man.
fan. But
Yeah.
Whoa,
I gotta
you're a
live
big-
with them.
what?
You're a big fan?
I'm a big fan. I like man boobs. I like man boobs.
We're going off the rails here.
Not of other people's, of mine. Anyways,
You're giving Eddie memories of 8th grade right now, all right?
Shut
and
up.
this is going to lead me to my 90 seconds of fire.
Uh-oh.
Fuego.
All right.
Fuego.
Get Kane in here.
Fuego.
Jon Jones, it's no secret that I've disliked you for a long time. I have a picture of me and you about to go head-to-head at it in Buffalo. I can't stand you. You used to be one of the greatest fighters, one of the greatest inspirations. You were a young guy, up and coming, all the talent in the world. And what happened? You threw it away. Not once, not twice, multiple times. I have a short timeline here of incidents where you messed up big time. May 2012, involved in with the car accident. You were DUI. August 2014, you were fined $50,000 for the fight with DC. January 2015, you tested positive for something. April 2015, what was this one? Oh, this is the pregnant woman hit and run.
Oh, no.
2015.
July.
July 2019, you're charged with battery following claims from the waitress that you supposedly did some things I'm not going to mention. And then most recently, gun charges, DUI. What are you doing? And then you have the balls to still run your mouth on Twitter. People who shouldn't be getting it from you. Just give it up. Francis is going to knock your head off. I'm praying, sincerely praying. I know a lot of people are praying. Your time is over. It's done.
And your time is over too, Bri. That's 90 seconds.
Now, wait a minute. I just want to set something for the record right now. My 90 seconds of fire never lasted this long. I'm just saying that.
Well,
And
that's your
if we-
fault, Eddie.
Wait. If we go to the videotape, they ended at the same time. Does this have anything to do with him having you blocked on social media?
No. And he's had me blocked since whenever him and Chael were on The Ultimate Fighter as opposing coaches. I said some things I'm not going to repeat. It's a kid's show. But instead of responding to me like he does everybody else, he blocked me.
blocks you.
So be it. It's all right. I got his number. I'll be seeing you again, Jones.
That was funny when we ran into him in Buffalo.
Brian's eyes a little. Not in a good
We
way.
can insert the picture here of me and him having words.
I was just trying to have some Tim Hortons, nice coffee and a donut, and then all of a sudden Jon Jones pulls up, and
Unbelievable.
we're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Fucking good.
But anyway, I guess I'm on the record for a 90 seconds of fire right now, right? Is that correct,
Do it.
Gary?
Mhm.
You're up.
Fuego.
Come on, give me a fuego, Eddie.
Oh, fuego.
Well, I didn't really prepare anything this week. It's going to go off the top of the dome. Just off the top of my head, I was reading the proposal to bring back baseball, and there's like a whole list of shit that players can't do, which is a little ridiculous in my opinion. I'm just going to read them off to you real quick. Players can't high-five each other. They can't fist bump. They can't hug each other. They can't sit next to each other. They can't,
What?
They can't stand next to each other during the national anthem. They can't eat or spit sunflower seeds or chewing tobacco.
This isn't baseball.
They can't shower after games. They can't use the indoor batting cages. They can't use hot tubs or ice baths. They can't lick their fingers, which is a lot of times pitchers always lick their fingers, to get better grip on the ball. They can't use sauna. They can't use Uber, the subway, or leave the hotel. And the most important thing, in my opinion, they can't charge the mound, brawl, or fight.
Oh, come on.
Is this prison or is this baseball?
This isn't baseball.
This is not baseball. And in my opinion, this is a load of crap because the Astros can't get, people charging the mound against them. And I was waiting for a brawl all year between the Astros and another team, hopefully the Yankees. I don't think these rules are reasonable or realistic in any way. Pitchers need to lick their fingers to get grip. Batters need to chew sunflower seeds. I want to see them emotion with fist bumps and high fives. What is this shit? Get your act together, MLB, and let's play some baseball.
Now,
And that was 90 seconds of fire.
now
Fuego.
we have some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
As Pete was going through this, and honestly, this was a little bit during the Jon Jones discussion. I was reading this. Unions is said to be livid after MLB email was leaked to the media. Feels that it was an attempt to pressure players. So this is the players are not happy with the tactics that the owners are taking right now for them to.
That's not good, man. That's
Gary, like I said last week, they intentionally leak documents and meetings in order to negotiate better. This is all intentional, man. Come on.
No.
It's bullshit. You have millionaires arguing with billionaires.
Yeah.
And then the average Joe like us are suffering from it.
And it's going to hurt them if NBA is able to come back.
mm-hmm.
So it's going to hurt them that people are going to say, wait, why are they can come back and you can't?
If every sport comes back except for baseball, I am going to be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
NCAA, listen, I've been on the train saying that college sports aren't coming back. They're even trying to come back. So
I told you this last week, bro. They're going about it as if nothing is wrong.
things are opening up. Arizona, shout out to Arizona. They're opening up pool parties this weekend. So things are opening up around the country. So
Pool parties. Did you just say pool parties?
Mm-hmm. Arizona opening up. Places are opening up. Baseball's got to get with it to get lost.
Scottsdale, baby.
So
It's disgusting.
I don't know what MLB's doing. They're gonna take a big listen. Not in our eyes, but in the country's eyes, they're the third biggest. They're the third sport, and they're gonna really, the NBA and NFL are more popular around the
That's
country.
bullshit.
And
What we're talking about this country. I got baseball in my top two, man.
Baseball is my number one.
But in other people's eyes, and you can see it in the media, people cover NBA and NFL ahead of them. Baseball with this Astro thing had bad press, really good press. This was the most anticipated baseball season in a long time.
Yeah,
Between
man.
the Astros stuff and the fact that the Yankees were back, like having the team to beat, it was like, and the Dodgers, those three things was like the perfect storm for the season.
Dodgers getting Mookie Betts, Yankees getting Garrett Cole.
We could have had a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. We could have had the whole season. Every Astro game was going to be must-see TV. And baseball is just going to throw it all away. It's sad. But
I'm going to go on record on saying that I don't think they're going to cancel the season. I still think they come back sooner rather than later.
4th of July?
4th of July.
I think
That'll be
4th
so
of
good.
July or 4th of July weekend will be the first game of the season. I'm
be
still
incredible.
sticking to that. I've been saying that probably for the last 2 months before anyone mentioned 4th of July. But that's what I'm sticking with.
I hope so, man.
That'd be
I hope so.
incredible.
But all right, we'll be right back with the Core 4. All right, guys, welcome back. Before we get to the Core 4, Eddie, shoot your shot.
It's that time of the week again over here, fellas.
Who's the lucky target this week?
For episode 8 of my edition, or should I say, our edition of Shooting Your Shot, I want to shout out Rosie Perez real quick right now, man.
The legend.
I am talking to you at Rosie Perez Brooklyn on your IG right now. Basically, you know,
Personal here this week, huh? I'm enjoying this.
Well, you know, if she for whatever reasons decides to listen to this, and I'll intentionally make sure that she has some type of gets to see this real quick. But yeah, man, would love to hear what you have to say about anything and everything, considering the fact that most of the men in my family really always had a crush on you to begin with. Let's just be honest let's be honest right now. But yeah, feel free to come in, talk about doing the right thing, no pun intended. Talk about your latest role in Birds of Prey, working as Renee Montoya. Whatever. Just have a conversation. Would love to hear from you. And that's Shooting My Shot.
And this is Eddie shooting his shot. See who he shoots a shot at next week. Now, let's get to the Core 4. This week's Core 4, fast food restaurants. Now,
Favorite fast food restaurant.
Sorry, I'm just so excited because that's pretty much my diet. What was my diet? I'm cleaning up my act, people. America, I am cleaning up my act.
I can't believe you got abs off of all those hamburgers.
Oh, man.
Ridiculous.
I'm a genetic freak. Scott Steiner, holla if you hear me. So this week, we're going to do our favorite fast food spots. So you might think that's easy, but it really isn't. So
Actually not.
Bring up the randomizer.
All right. Gary, you might have to give me permission to share the screen because I can't do it.
Oh.
Permission granted.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. Here we go, guys. Let's bring up the random list. We got Glorin, Vanilla Gorilla, G-Head, and P-Day. All right. So let's randomize this. Picking first, we have the Vanilla Gorilla, Brian. Second, as usual, is Eddie. As usual.
I know my favorite feud.
Third is Gary, and fourth is me. All right. Take it away, Brian.
It's that IP address, man. There's something fishy about that.
All right, so I'm going to just throw this out there that I have a lot of memories here going with my grandpa years ago. It's Wendy's. I love Wendy's. Out of all the quote-unquote traditional fast food places, when you think of fast food, you think McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. To me, Wendy's, the quality of the food is always top-notch. Their chili is something that's, in my mind, regarded so high as food. I love their chili.
I've seen you in 295 Zito take down some chili in your heyday.
And there's your Zito reference for the episode.
The Robert Zito reference for the week. There he is. Yeah, we used to take down, at the time when they had them, one buffalo chicken sandwich, one barbecue chicken sandwich, and a chili each.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, tremendous. But yeah,
Wendy's chili though, bro. Oh, man.
Wendy's.
I agree with Brian. Wendy's always has the freshest burgers, fresh, never frozen meat.
And their
You go
nuggets
wrong
are
with
good too.
Wendy's. And then nuggets.
What a plug-in right there that was, Pete.
Hopefully we'll be sponsored by Wendy's someday. Wendy's and Manscaped. That's my goals right there.
That'd be nice.
I'm shooting my shot.
Eddie, you're on the clock.
Well, I kind of just realized. Well, I listed 4, so I've had a lot of these when I was drunk coming home, man. I've had a lot of these. But as my number 4 choice for this edition of the Core 4, I'm going to say Checkers.
Ooh!
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Checkers,
I like
I'm sure a lot of people, it's not exactly accessible wherever they are. But for the most part, man, whenever it's around, man, and lucky me, I have one a couple blocks down in the corner, man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Baconzilla and them loaded fries, man. Shout out to the Big Buford too. You know.
Oh man.
No, man.
Shout out to Big Bill.
Big Bill, baby.
Menu.
Big Bill.
Great menu over there, fellas. Great menu.
That was a shocker.
Greasy though, man. Pretty greasy.
Pretty greasy.
It looks greasy.
Checkers.
Go ahead, Gary.
Checkers has good fries. I'll admit that. I'm gonna surprise everybody here. I'm not going with what you guys think. I'm going Sonic.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a good
God
one.
damn it.
I'm going with Sonic. Now, anybody knows me knows I'm a part of the big three. Fast food is my go-to, but listen, Sonic is just I could go. I love going to Sonic. Anytime I'm in Staten Island, I always stop at Sonic. The burger, the fries, the chicken, popcorn chicken's awesome. The drinks with the nerds in it are great. The feel of
You get the one with the nerds?
Jolly Ranchers too.
Nice.
And I like the M&M shake. I just go on about Sonic. Anyway, I like the little vibe with the drive-through area where they come on the rollerblades. Sonic feels different. It feels like Good Burger a little bit if you really think about it, or Mondo Burger.
Gary,
Good
question.
Burger never existed, man.
The vibe of it. Gary, question. Do you tip the rollerbladers?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I do. I'm a big tipper. Big tipper. That's part of my demise, actually. But I like Sonic. Sonic is just a wholesome place. Yeah.
All right. So that's a good choice, Gary. I got two picks here. My first pick is probably the one that I purchased the most, and I'm gonna go with Qdoba.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow.
Damn it. Two of them. That was my number two.
Sorry, Brian, but
explain to the viewers that might not know what that is.
Now I got to go to Moe's.
I mean, everyone knows what Qdoba is. It's very similar to Chipotle, but it's better in every single way imaginable.
Been saying that for years.
Number one, they don't charge for guac. I mean, who the hell would go to Chipotle and pay $2 or $2.50 just to put guac on their burrito bowl? Like, guac should come with the burrito. Like,
They give you
what kind of
chips
shit
and
is
guac.
that? Yeah. So Qdoba does. Yeah, Qdoba, the guac is always free.
Mm-hmm.
I've never gotten the shits from Qdoba like I've had from Chipotle. You know, Chipotle always gives people salmonella for some reason.
Oh, man. You probably had E. coli.
Or E. coli, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, man.
But Qdoba, I usually get it at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. And you can never go wrong with the burrito bowl. Their chicken that they grill right there in front of you is amazing. The brown rice, the queso. The queso is also included and free. I know Chipotle charges for that too. I mean, what don't they charge for Chipotle?
There's a fee at the door. There's a door fee.
This is Pete's 90 Seconds of Fire against Chipotle.
Oh, you know what? Next week, I'm doing Chipotle 90 Seconds of Fire. Fuck them, man. Fuck Chipotle. But Qdoba is just a burrito bowl. You can't go wrong. The best. Number two, I'm going to go with.
Don't say Moe's. Kill you.
Nah, I never even had Moe's, to be honest.
Okay.
I heard they're good, but.
It is.
So my first pick was Qdoba. My second pick is Arby's.
Oh!
Wow.
For the
Never had
win, bro.
Arby's.
I fucking love Arby's. It's like
It depends where though, man.
listen, I only go to the one in New Jersey. It's about an hour, maybe 45 minutes away from my house, so I have to drive a little to get there.
Okay, take that drive. Don't go to the one in Metropolitan Ave, man.
Hell no. I take that drive, or I usually
I'm calling
get it.
you out, Arby's, from Metropolitan Ave, man. Ridiculous. Never again.
I usually get Arby's actually most of the time on the way back from Atlantic City. There's one not too far from Atlantic City, maybe like 20 minutes away.
On that strip.
Yeah, on that strip. The freaking roast beef sandwiches there, the brisket, the smoked meat that they have, the cheese. Oh, and they give was it curly fries or waffle fries? I think waffle fries, but it's just amazing food there, and you can't go wrong with Arby's.
I'm sure I think they get both.
Yeah, waffle and curl. And also, they have good shakes a lot of the times, too. Very underrated milkshakes there at Arby's.
That was a good pick, Pete.
Thank you.
That was a good pick. All right. I'm going with Old Reliable. I'm going with McDonald's.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, reliable.
There it is.
I'm going with McDonald's. Listen, McDonald's is like the safe bet in the fast food community. It always keeps its draft stock high.
Nobody has ever said that before, man.
Because you're not a part of the community.
Oh, God, man.
A certain few are in the fast food community. You obviously are not one. Checkers first.
I can't eat.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Checkers, man.
Yeah, but McDonald's, listen, everybody's had McDonald's in their day. If you had to pick between the big, I honestly, Wendy's is my number one, but McDonald's is right there, number two. I love the fries from McDonald's. Arguably the best fries out of the fast food chains. The nuggets, I'm a fan of those also. So McDonald's, I always have my set order when I go. I just want to shout out ATW McDonald's. You guys are good to me.
Rest in peace.
That was voted the worst McDonald's, I think, in the country. I hope you know that.
It actually was. Yeah, I read that.
Like
article.
legitimately voted the worst.
Well, that's why
That was my childhood one too. I feel
listen,
you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You know what?
Man.
I'm shouting them out. You know why I'm shouting them out? Because when I would leave work, when I used to work up around there, they used to know my order when I worked in. That's the heart and dedication I had to that place. So shout them out.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Getting teary-eyed talking about it.
Wow.
All right, Lauren.
Unbelievable, man.
You're up, Glore.
All right. This is my second pick, correct?
Don't you fucking dare.
All right. Well, again, like I told you guys, man, I was, for the most part, a lot of these picks drunk type of thing. But that's for another list anyways, for a different episode. Yeah. But for my number 2 pick, for the third pick, I'm going to go with Hooters on this one, fellas, man.
Hooters.
Hooters.
Shit.
Hooters. Now, let me get this straightened out.
Wow, I like it.
Listen,
Wait.
I'm specifically talking about just food itself, man. All right? Let's not get that, mixed up real quick. But Hooters, depending on which location that you do go to, because it's the same case for a lot of these fast food joints too. I mean, the wings are pretty good for the most part.
So why'd you pick them?
You picked them for the titties.
No, I did not do that. Oh, man.
It's weird.
We had a fantasy football draft there one year.
Yeah, we did. It was a fun time.
Yeah, and it was almost a fight. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we know. And the big TV almost got shattered.
Unbelievable, man.
We need fantasy.
People just can't handle their wings, bro. I'm telling you, man. Ridiculous.
Testosterone keeps the jump up in Hooters. It's weird.
It's weird. I don't know why. It's weird.
All right. I think I have 2 picks here.
Wait, Brian, before you go, Eddie, you haven't given a reason besides the wings being okay. What else are you
Well, he doesn't want to say it. We all know the reason.
No.
The service is unprecedented.
They got great soda over there as well.
Soda out of everything.
Some of the best in the industry, man.
I'm going to go all the way to Hooters to have soda. Okay.
The carbonation, it can't be matched.
The carbonation is real, man. The combination is
Eddie, America knows what you mean by Hooters. Go on. Sorry, I cut you off.
All right, I got 2 picks
in the industry.
All right, for my next pick, I don't even care if people don't qualify this as fast food because you can go there and get food fast, so I do consider it fast food. And I'm saying Wawa's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So people, it's a gas station, blah, blah, blah. They make really, really good food there, actually. Their quesadillas.
Yeah.
Yeah, their soup, their hoagies. They make really good food, not to mention the soft pretzels. I could go on a tangent, but I love Wawa's. Their smoothies are phenomenal. Their milkshakes, their coffees.
It's great.
I love Wawa's. Every time I'm in Jersey, I go there. And this is my next pick. Nothing's in order except for Wendy's. That was number 1. But my next pick is Taco Bell. It's my guilty pleasure. Taco Bell.
Oh, whoa!
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big guilty pleasure of mine.
Talk about shooting fire from your ass.
Yeah, but it's worth it. In my The
a little bit longer than 90 seconds with that one, man.
Anyone ever have a quesarito?
Probably.
I have.
Tremendous.
I've never had Taco Bell.
What?
You have to. You owe it to yourself.
Wow. Okay.
Gary, it's great hangover food, man. That's all I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, so Taco Bell's my third pick.
I like thinking outside the box. Eddie, on the clock.
All right. For my second overall.
Third.
I'm going to go with Hardee's.
Wait, what?
Carl's Jr. and Ed Hart. What'd you say?
No,
Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Oh,
watch yourself there, bro.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the
No,
Box.
actually, I'm gonna, and I know I'm gonna get a little ridicule for this, but
Let me guess. Roy Rogers.
No, man, like, are you kidding me? Bro, like,
Right, you didn't catch the Sopranos reference there?
Yeah, Roy Rogers. Christopher.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Eddie. I'm sorry.
what's the closest rest area that I could get a Roy Rogers from around here, anyways?
I
man?
think on the way
Jersey.
to Atlantic City, probably.
That strip.
Yeah.
When you
They
when
mentioned
you,
it in the episode, the Pine Barrens.
Yeah.
There's that
I don't know
strip-
if it's still there. I think it is.
by the Clarendon that has like all those random restaurants there.
Yeah.
What's your pick, Eddie?
That's where Arby's
White
is.
Castle. Okay, my pick
Oh.
White Castle.
There
I
we
forgot
go.
about White Castle.
That
Fuck
was my
you.
next-
Wow.
That was my next pick.
Can't go wrong with those Crave cases, fellas. You
Yo.
cannot go-
The Crave case is the reason I had an amazing WrestleMania party a few years ago.
really?
Me and the franchise took down a whole Crave case plus more. It was insane.
Wow.
The franchise. Wow.
Shane Douglas.
No, not
Oh.
Shane.
The chicken rings. I like the chicken rings.
Yeah,
Chicken rings are
the chicken
phenomenal.
sandwiches in general.
Mhm.
Don't sleep on their mozzarella sticks either. Again,
No,
When
I'm
you-
not a bunch of-
mozzarella
guy.
sticks.
now
Mozzarella.
listen. I know.
No, in general, I'm not a big mozzarella stick guy.
Listen.
Ooh, whoa. That's a little
Mozzarella and
controversial.
carrots. That's
Oh,
a different story.
Carrots.
All right, we're getting off track. That's a good pick, though, Eddie.
Good pick, Ed. So I
Better
got
than-
my
I-
what?
I go.
Oh yeah, you go.
I'm going Domino's.
Okay.
So that coming from someone.
I'm saying Domino's. You know, I know we're from New York and we're in the pizza capital of the world, but it's just something about Domino's, man. It's just I can't explain it. It really, especially when you're watching a fight and you just get your pie, you start munching it down. The little chicken tenders from there are really good too. Customized.
Did you say
pie.
Domino's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you scumbag.
I knew someone was going to pick it. And they have underrated sandwiches. I'm not sure if anyone
That's the
has-
go-to UFC food right there, Domino's. I
that's
hate
the
The
you.
mango habanero, bro. The
And
mango-
I've never had it, but I've seen people in this podcast take down the chocolate cake that they have there.
The lava
Oh,
cake?
the lava
Lava
cake.
Yeah.
I've had that a couple times.
Their
So-
cheesy bread. I mean, it's
Amazing.
essentially just a small pie with cheese that's flipped over in half, but it's so good.
It's
And
so
let me tell you
good.
something. Any place that gives me a bunch of free pies to make me run out like a bandit is
I
okay
remember
in my
that.
book.
Remember that?
I
And
agree
they
with
also give sometimes complimentary little parmesan bites, little bread.
Yes. Yeah. So Domino's, except the one in Austin, Texas. We're not going to get into the one over there.
That's 90 seconds of fire for another day.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Man.
Pete, you're
All
up.
right.
Well, considering you took my next pick, Gary, I'm going to have to cross out Domino's here. But right off the bat, I'm going to go with something I don't think any of you have had. Wait, no, Gary had it, actually. In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, we had it for breakfast.
Oh, man.
Bro.
You got to go all the way to the west for that, bro.
Well, I had it once in Texas, but I've had it a bunch of times in California. And I think the one in Cali is a little better, to be honest. But In-N-Out Burger is literally – I mean, you got to get everything animal style. They put that animal sauce on it, on the fries, the cheese fries, and then the burger with the animal sauce. And they cut up these little cherry peppers to put on there. It's so good, bro. You got to try out In-N-Out Burger if you're on the West Coast or if you're in Texas. Unfortunately, they said they'll never come to New York, which sucks.
Whoa, what's the beef, though?
I don't know. It's like a West
USDA
Coast
grade
thing.
A.
It's a Black Angus beef, Eddie. Black Angus.
Black Angus, huh?
But,
At least had history with Black Angus beef.
What?
It's a different 90 seconds of fire.
anyway,
Story.
yeah, it's like a West Coast, East Coast rivalry kind of thing, blah, whatever. But if you're on the West Coast, try out In-N-Out Burger. It's amazing. My second pick, I'm going to have to go with, B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, damn it, man.
Especially
Damn
during football season, a nice Sunday afternoon. You have nothing to do. The football games are on. You go to B-Dubs, have some beer, have some wings.
We're doing
They
the
have-
fights.
Or during the fights. I mean, they have the TVs all over the place. You can't go wrong. Football and B-Dubs goes together perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice.
That
Thank
was
you.
a good choice. I'm going with one that people might not know about. It used to be in Staten Island. It's no longer there anymore. Found one in Canada. I was really excited. A&W. A&W is a really underrated spot. The burgers
Wait, A&W as in like the root beer?
yeah, they have a restaurant.
Okay.
Listen, I used to go to Staten Island when I was younger with my cousins. I used to go there all the time. A&W is a solid spot. The burgers are really good. The fries, chicken tenders, it's a quiet spot that not many people know about. Last time I had it was in Montreal.
Yeah, I remember that.
And when I saw it, I just had to run and get it in the middle of the night in some random neighborhood.
This guy Gary at 3 a.m. just decides to run out into the streets and goes to A&W.
That was the night we met GSP.
That's how good it is.
That was the night we met GSP.
I think it was after the club, like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't alive at that point.
I made sure Brian was sound asleep, and then I went to A&W. A&W, that's how good A&W is to me. I'd rather, in a random country, I run to you.
Yeah, I was deceased.
We didn't see Brian for 2 days. Anyway, Eddie.
Eddie, take it home, Eddie. Last pick for you.
All right. Last pick of the day for myself. I'm going to go with Chili's on this one, man.
Chili's. All right.
Chili's. And I know it's a questionable number one for me. Yes, it is for me too. But you can't go wrong with $5 beers all day, every day over there, especially when you're eating in to hang out. So I'll stick with the Chili's for this one.
It's a great explanation. A lot better than the Hooters one.
So a lot better than the Hooters one.
$1 margaritas, or is that Applebee's? I don't know.
That's
Applebee's.
Ruby Tuesdays. All right.
Wow, Ruby Tuesdays.
No, that's not on my list.
Honorable mention.
For my last two, right? 2 or 1?
1.
Is it 1?
Yeah, 1.
Okay, my last one, I already said it before. I'm going with Moe's. I would have picked Qdoba. But Moe's, what's unique about this place is every time you go in, when you open the door, all the people behind the counter, they scream, Moe's! And it reminds me of Cheers, like when Norm walks in, they go, Norm! Besides the food being incredible, it's really good. It's up there with Qdoba. I like it better than Chipotle, definitely.
We are not getting sponsored by Chipotle after this.
No, and I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
And then really quick, I'm going to throw out my 2 honorable mentions. And this one just missed the list by this much, and it's only because they're so ridiculously expensive, and it's Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Oh, no, I hate Five Guys, man.
No, I like Five Guys.
Whoa. No,
I like Five Guys.
No,
I got so sick from them once. I had heartburn for 7 days.
No, I've always had good experiences.
I like Five Guys.
Their fries are incredible.
Well,
they're
get
pretty soggy though, man.
Yeah, no, but they get like the potatoes from all over the country.
I love Five Guys, but they're just so expensive. One burger with fries is like $20-something. Forget about it. Anyways, and my last honorable mention, Eddie, you haven't experienced this yet, but I'm going with Chef on Call in Montreal.
Oh, wow.
That's a nice one.
So this place, they got the poutine.
Poutine.
I had a barbecue burger that was out of this friggin' world. It was incredible, and I can't wait to go back there.
Yeah. By the way, I want to mention Burger King not mentioned at all.
They're horrible. I'm sorry.
It shouldn't be. The one time I went to Burger King, I ordered my food. I look at the total, $27. I'm like, what the fuck?
They're expensive. They are expensive.
They got expensive.
And the quality of the food is not good.
No, it's not. And I got a little something to say about you, Burger King. 10 years ago, you changed the nuggets. I still haven't recovered from that. If you would
just the nuggets, they changed the fries.
Hold on, I'm ranting.
Wait, Gary, you should do your 90 seconds.
No, I gotta get this off my chest right now. If you would have kept your nuggets, you'd be up there with me. You would have been in my top 4. Yeah?
Fuego.
But
that's the core 4 for today. Anybody has any last thoughts?
I only got one honorable mention for this list, though. Any bodega sandwich, man. Any bodega sandwich.
Right, you didn't go
wrong.
And also, shout out to Applebee's and Outback. You guys almost made the list.
Almost.
But I mean, if you want to sponsor us, we'll take it.
I love
Outback. They rob you over there at Outback too.
Yeah, but the blooming onion's worth it.
The appetizers at Applebee's are great. Right, the Fifth Avenue Halal also.
Yeah, I didn't put them on here. I haven't been to them in some time.
Pete, I'm surprised you didn't do Panda Express. Honestly.
Oh my God, are you kidding me,
I'm really
Gary?
surprised at that.
Yeah, are they really that good though?
Oh man, you know what? Let's redo this. Start over.
No one said Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Or Popeyes.
Chick-fil-A is a little overrated. They're okay.
They're good though.
They're good. They're good, but
their golden sauce.
Popeyes is pretty good too. But I definitely would do Panda Express if I could go back and.
So what would you replace?
I had In-N-Out, Arby's, Qdoba, and definitely I would replace Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I replaced them with Panda Express.
I'm really surprised.
You know why? Because Brian Gary, you threw me off when you chose Domino's, and I was scrambling for an answer. But Panda Express is the best, hands down, Chinese food ever. I prefer that over actual Chinese restaurant.
What?
Actually, these past 2 Saturdays for the UFC cards, I've gotten Panda Express 2 weeks in a row. That's how good it is.
Where is it?
Right over in Woodbridge, literally 10 minutes from not even 10 minutes from our house. Yeah, right by where Walmart is in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the orange chicken is pretty good from there.
Yes, that's what I get. The orange chicken, the Shanghai steak, the fried rice, the noodles, bro. It's amazing.
Damn.
Amazing.
Real quick, shout out to Popeyes, because you've had the top most entertaining part of 2020 with your chicken sandwich. So Popeyes was big business.
Overrated.
We'll end it on that note.
Overrated.
Real quick, everybody, remember, like, follow, subscribe. Shout out to Patty Mahomes, and we are the gentlemen.
This is the
Wait
podcast.
a minute. Hold on. Shout out to Justin Suarez.
No.
Never made the appearance, man.
He don't get a shout out.
Nah.
Juju gets a shout out, not Justin.
Oh, word. Yo, Juju. Good looking out.
Juju does get a shout out.
Once again, we are the gentlemen.
This is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Eddie, I
Peace out,
can't
later.
believe you had no explanation about who it is besides the OK Wings.
Telling you it's about the titties.
It's just
no,
saying. It's
man.
about the
Good show.
Listen, to this day, that's still the best Mountain Dew I've ever had for any meal I've ever had.
Then you haven't been to Taco Bell in some time. The Baja Blast.
All right. Good night, everybody. It's been good.
Happy
Shout out to
Memorial Day.
Hooters.
Happy Memorial Day. Be safe, everybody.
Shout out to Man Boobs.
Yo, from the start, I'ma finish it. Yo, and from the start, I'ma finish it. Cause I'm a running man on a mission. From the start, I'ma finish it. From the start, I'ma finish it. Yo, and from the start, I'ma finish it. Cause I'm a running man on a mission. From the start,